In this video, we're going to show you how to convert a fraction into a decimal into a percentage. If you need to see how to convert percentages to decimals and fractions, that is in another video. I will leave the link to that video in the description below. I'm Angela Morgan Green, and this is my channel, MathAngel369. If you want more videos like this, subscribe to my channel and be sure to hit the bell so that you will get notified every time I load a video. Also keep in mind, I have a playlist where I give math lessons in sequences so that they build upon each other. So go check out those videos. Also, if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Okay, so let's get right into how to convert a fraction into a decimal into a percentage. Okay, so let's look at our example here. So we have the fraction 1/2, and we want to convert it into a decimal. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to show my work. This will be our scratch work. So what we're going to say is 1 divided by 2, okay? So 2 goes into 1 0 times, right? 2 times 0 is 0. We come over here and we subtract. Now we can go ahead and add a decimal here. And we can just sort of like add a 0 because 1.0 is 1. So anything after the decimal point doesn't really matter. I'm just adding a 0 because that's how we have to continue. So make sure you line up your decimal right above here. So now that we have our 0, we're gonna bring down our 0 here. Okay, so now we say how many times does 2 go into 10? 2 goes into 10 5 times. So I'm going to put my 5 here, and we say 2 times 5 is 10. Now, once you get to a point where, by the way, that's a 0. Once you get to a point where you don't have a remainder, you can just take what you have up here, and that will be your decimal point. So 1/2 is equal to 0.5. Okay, so now we want to convert our decimal into a percentage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my decimal, which is 0.5, and we're going to scoot it over 2 times. So put your finger where your decimal is located, and you're going to come over 1. Okay, so once you come over 1, how about we add a 0? And then we're going to come over 2. Okay? So that is where we're going to put the percent sign. So it's going to be 50%. Okay? So 1/2 is equal to 0.5 is also equal to 50%. Okay? So let's look at our second example here. Again, we're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to take, 1 divided by 4. And how about I just add some zeros just in case we need them. Okay? 4 goes into 1 0 times. So I'm going to put a 0 here. And I'm also going to line up our decimal, okay? So 4 times 0 is just 0. We subtract, we have a 1. Now let's bring down our first 0. 4 goes into 10 8 times. I'm sorry, 4 goes into 10 2 times. 4 times 2 is 8. I was thinking ahead of myself here. Okay, so 4 times 2 is 8, and we subtract 10 minus 8, and we are left with 2. So now we need to bring down our next 0. So 4 goes into 25 times. 4 times 5 is 20. And we have no remainder, so we can allow what we have up here to be our decimal. So 1/4 is equal to 0.25. Again, now we have our decimal. So now how do we convert it into a percentage? So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to write 0.25, and I'm going to scoot my decimal place over 2 times. So put your finger on the decimal point and go 1, 2. And that is where we're going to put our percentage sign. So we have 25%. So that is 1/4 is equal to 0.25 is equal to 25%. Okay, so let's look at another example here. So we have, I think you're getting the hang of it by now, right? Okay, so 4 goes into 3 0 times. 4 times 0 is 0. Bring down to 3. Subtract 3. Bring down the 0 here. Okay, and add your decimal. So 4 goes into 37 times because 4 times 7 is 28. And we're going to subtract here, which is 2. And we need to add another 0. So 4 goes into 25 times. So our decimal equivalent is 0.75. Okay? And now, to convert it into a percentage, we're going to take our finger, put it on the decimal point, scoot it over 2 times. So 0.75 is equal to 75%. Yay, I think you're getting it right. So let's look at our last example here, because it's all about practice, right? So this time 2 does go into 3, because see, this is an improper fraction. These were improper fractions. That's why it went into the first number 0 times. So this is an improper fraction. So we at least get a whole number out of this. So 2 goes into 3 one time. Okay, so 2 times 1 is 2, and we're going to subtract. Let's add a 0 and bring it down. And bring over our decimal here. And then 2 goes into 10 5 times. 2 times 5 is 10. We don't have a remainder. So our decimal equivalent is 1.5. Okay, and I'm going to take 1.5 and I'm going to put my finger on the decimal and scoot it over 2 times. That's 1, make a 0, 2. Okay, so we get 150%. Okay, and that is how you convert a fraction into a decimal into a percentage. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and it was very helpful, give me a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you. Remember, you're awesome. Bye-bye.